Stephen Miller, the dream killer, might want to double check his ephemeris because Mercury is about to snatch his chart bald. Right now, Mercury is at 15 degrees Leo, sitting in Miller's 8th house, the house of power, secrecy, domination, karmic debts. And it's tightly conjunct his natal Mars at 19 degrees Leo, lighting a fuse under his lifelong pattern of aggressive control. But this isn't a one-way trip. Mercury stations retrograde at 15 degrees on July 17th and starts heading backwards toward his natal Mercury at 13 degrees Leo in the 7th house, the house of public enemies, opposition, and legal entanglements. Translation: Mercury is activating his war drive, then rewinding it into the house of reckoning. Astrologically and psychologically, Stephen Miller embodies the shadow judge, a Virgo sun in the 8th house who believes his role is to purify, to eliminate, to control, who's worthy of belonging. But instead of justice, he enforces cruelty masked as order. With Pluto in the 10th and Saturn and Scorpio in the 11th, he also channels the tyrant and the strategist, obsessed with legacy, power, and control. With Pluto in the 10th conjunct his MC in Scorpio and Saturn in Scorpio in the 11th, he also channels the tyrant and the strategist, obsessed with legacy, control, and influence through fear. And his Moon Uranus conjunction in Sagittarius, that's a zealot archetype, a radicalized emotional body, convinced he's saving the world by burning it down. Detached, volatile, and fueled by ideology. This Mercury retrograde is a karmic callback for Stephen Miller. The planet of communication, manipulation, and mental agility is turning inward. And for Miller, that means his past words, emails, alliances, and enemies may come knocking. Because when Mercury stations retrograde right on your natal Mercury in the house of enemies, and you spent your career using words to close doors and break families, you might just find yourself on the wrong end of that policy pen. Stephen Miller weaponized Mercury, but Mercury remembers, and now the trickster turns inward. Get ready, dream killer. It's retrograde season. And after years of tearing families apart with a stroke of a pen, this time, the pen turns on you. This has been Arissa with another astrological breakdown. Comment below if you have any ideas or you just want to comment on this video. You can find me at adventuresinastrology.com. Ew, we got the human definition of the heebie-jeebies. Sorry you had to look at his face for this long.